Julio Rodriguez and Witt Jr. have to be some of the most dynamic prospects in baseball today. These guys are both lighting up the minor leagues, and it's only a matter of time before they get the big league call. And with all the chatter around these two superstar prospects, I wanted to give a video today on my predictions on who I think will have the better big league career. So with that in mind, let's hop right into the video. Now first, let's talk about Julio Rodriguez. Big league clubs have been looking at Rodriguez for a very long time now, as he signed at 16 years old as an international free agent with the Mariners back in 2017. And ever since signing with the Mariners, Rodriguez has lived up to the hype. In 203 career minor league games, Rodriguez is hitting .330, has 27 home runs, 143 runs driven in, with 26 stolen bases and a .956 OPS. And it seems like as he's gotten older, he's only gotten better. This year in AAA as a 20-year-old, Rodriguez in 60 games is hitting .349 with 10 home runs, 38 driven in, 15 stolen bags, and a .1015 OPS. So this guy is clearly one of the most major league ready prospects in baseball right now. It's really only a matter of time when Rodriguez gets the call up to the M's. In my opinion, I think they should give him a shot in September because the Mariners right now are in the middle of a postseason push. As we stand today, they're 4 games back of the Red Sox for the second wild card spot, and I think it would be a great idea to get Rodriguez up, not only because I think he could legitimately help the squad right now, but he could also get some good seasoning in the big leagues in the middle of a pennant race. But I have a big reason to believe that Rodriguez won't be making his big league debut until 2022. And that is because fellow Mariners top prospect Jarred Kelenic, who was a top 3 prospect in baseball upon his major league debut this season, he's only hitting about 150 something in like 270 at-bats. So clearly the Mariners, after seeing Kelenic struggle so much this year in his rookie season, the Mariners are definitely not going to want to rush someone like Rodriguez's caliber this early in his career. So I think they're going to be very patient with this guy for good reason, because they don't want another Jarred Kelenic situation where they rush him to the big leagues. Rodriguez is extremely talented. You do not want to ruin his path to the big leagues by rushing him too early. I mean, the guy is the number 2 prospect in all of baseball right now, so the Mariners have reason to be cautious. But Julio Rodriguez, an elite talent in the minor leagues, I cannot wait to watch this guy in the big leagues. So now that we went over Julio Rodriguez a little bit, let's talk about Witt Jr. Witt Jr. is the son of former major league pitcher Bobby Witt, who played 16 seasons in the big leagues and had a career 4.83 earned run average. So baseball is something that this family is just very good at. Witt was an extremely talented major leaguer, and as it looks right now, Witt Jr. is going to also be a very productive big leaguer. As we stand right now, Witt Jr. is the 3rd ranked prospect in all of baseball behind Adley Rutschman and Julio Rodriguez. And Witt Jr. was the number 2 overall pick in 2019 of the Kansas City Royals. And similar to Julio Rodriguez, this dude is living up to all the hype. In 139 career minor league games, Witt Jr. is hitting .288 with 29 bombs, 112 driven in, 31 stolen bases, and an .874 OPS. So on a 162 game pace in the minor leagues so far, Witt Jr. is pushing a 40-40 season. This guy is a 5-tool player. He can run, he can hit, he can get on base, he just does it all. And so far in 2021, it's really surprising to me that Witt hasn't gotten called up to the big leagues, because listen to these numbers. This year in 102 games, Witt Jr. is hitting .298 with 28 bombs, 85 driven in, 22 stolen bases, and a .954 OPS. So if those numbers don't tell you that he deserves to be in the big leagues right now, then I don't know what will. I mean, the guy is just so talented. I think this guy is going to be a superstar for many years to come, and I think he should honestly be in the big leagues right now. But one reason why I think the Royals aren't rushing him is because they're not really in postseason contention right now. They have Adalberto Mondesi, who is a very good shortstop. Nicky Lopez also has been playing shortstop and filling in for Mondesi while he's been injured, and he's been producing as well. So I guess maybe the Royals just don't want to call him up and move him over to second base or something. I guess they just want to call him up and maybe have him up fresh to start the 2022 season over at shortstop. But with Witt, I really don't think they would be rushing him like Rodriguez. Bobby Witt seems to just be ready for the big leagues at this point. He has nothing else to prove in the minor leagues. I really would love to see him down the stretch here for the Royals, but I'm not sure we're going to see it happen. But all in all, this guy, an uber talented prospect. He is going to be a superstar in the major leagues for many years. So now that we went over both of these very talented prospects, I'm going to go over who I think will have the better big league career. Julio Rodriguez, in my opinion, going to be an extremely talented big league player. He's going to be a perennial all-star. I think he has potential to win the MVP one year. He's just that talented because, like Bobby Witt Jr., this guy has 40 home run, 40 stolen base talent. But in my opinion, I think Bobby Witt Jr. is going to have the better major league career. When I see Bobby Witt Jr. play, it is just something else. This guy has the power to hit 500-foot bombs. I mean, earlier in the season, this guy hit a home run that was something like 490 feet. So this guy, along with great speed, has some of the best power we're going to see from a shortstop in a very long time. And this is not a knock on Julio Rodriguez. I think Rodriguez is similar to Bobby Witt Jr. going to be an absolute superstar in this league. I think both of these guys are going to be extremely talented, huge parts to their team's success going forward. Obviously, they're the number 2 and 3 prospects in all of baseball, so I think they're both going to be like superstar caliber players. I just think Bobby Witt is going to edge out Julio Rodriguez a little bit. Just from what I've seen from him in the minor leagues, I think he's going to continue to do so over in the big leagues. I just can't wait to see this guy play. So very close. They're both going to be superstars, but I am going to go with Bobby Witt Jr. to have the better major league career. But anyways, with that being said, that is going to wrap today's video up. Let me know what you guys think down below, whether you think Witt Jr. or Rodriguez will have the better big league career. And as always, if you guys do enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe. I post plenty of baseball videos, going to continue to do so going forward. Might even toss in a couple NFL predictions here as the season nears, so be sure to subscribe if that seems interesting to you. And as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.